Hey! So, I have been holding on to this for a long time. 4 years to be specific. I have been working at this place since I was 16. I am almost 20. Do I come home and complain about this job every single day of my life? Do I also say how easy the job is? Yes. Contradictory? Maybe. But do I still work there after 4 years?
Yeah.
Did I leave and come back? Yeah. So, how much room do I really have to complain? However, working at this very specific smoothie store has given me a lot of experience since I was 16. Now I'm like a full-grown adult and I've learned so much there. However, as some very outrageous and crazy things happened.
Yes.
A lot of firsts, a lot of lasts. And I think that if I have had to experience this for the past 4 years, I might as well get some useful out of it and tell some of the things that have happened. As I mentioned, a lot of firsts working at the store. So, one of the firsts that I love to talk about was my first time I got screamed at. Mind you, 16-year-old, cute little me, was good at my job, making a sandwich. I still remember the sandwich, avocado grilled cheese. Now picture this. Right beside our store is a little pet supplies. Every single weekend, this sweet little old lady will go out there and she will run the shelter to try and get people to adopt these pets. Sweet old lady. She comes over, gets this grilled cheese, give her the grilled cheese. She comes back and goes,
"There's no avocado on this."
This is like going on 4 years ago and I still remember this very vividly. I open up the grilled cheese. Ma'am, this is avocado. She starts freaking out, saying I'm lying, or screaming the F word at me. F you, F you, F you. Mind you, we're busy. People in the store, everybody's staring. It's really chaotic. I'm trying not to cry. And as she's walking out the door, she's screaming, and there's no cheese either. Babe, what? So now there's no avocado and there's no cheese. You just wanted to pick a fight and you were mad that you didn't win and you're screaming F you at a 16-year-old and they're gonna go next door and be like, adopt these puppies. We love everybody. She's wearing a tie-dye shirt, being off this sweet little grandma vibe. No, you're evil. I'll give one other experience of when someone started screaming at me. Showing growth. This was about a year ago. This lady comes in, take her order. I'm a very fast talker. I'm speedy, quick, to the point. I want to get your order so we can get you out of here. Nothing personal. I'm just a fast talker and I'm a fast mover. Talking to her, I'm like, yeah, da, 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 let me get your name. Boom, boom, boom. Then taking her order, I can see her looking at me, kind of like, what are you getting at? My coworker goes to give her smoothie. Talking to my coworker.
Sis, excuse me, sis? What is her problem?
Pointing at me.
Girl, what is the problem?
She starts saying she was talking so fast and she was cutting me off. Me? Coworker's like,
"Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about."
she's just trying to do her job. And I turn to her and I go, is there a problem? And she walks her little behind out. And I was ready. I was like, you want to tussle? I was ready to go at it. Ready to tussle. I felt so... Is there a problem? Coworker said this. But don't call me sis just because we're both black. That little white girl over there,
I like her.
she's talking about me. Felt pretty good in that moment. Have people to back me up, basically. You come at me.
You come at them.
Okay, this is more specifically in Fayetteville. Another thing that I dealt with on a daily basis was homeless people. Specifically in this plaza that I was working in.
Crazy.
There's two homeless men. First homeless man who's crazy. He had a shopping cart that he pushed around with him everywhere. Let me tell you, he had like 3 shopping carts. He would park them in parking spaces. These shopping carts filled to the brim. You would think he had literal bodies in there. We thought he did, maybe. And he would walk around screaming, my ex love, you my ex, you're a bit of barman. To nobody. He would walk out in front of cars and be like,
Like it was their fault.
he literally screamed at me one time.
To get my AWS back to work.
He also would come in sometimes and he would look me dead in the eye and he would go,
"Are you alone today?"
no, not alone today. Please don't hurt me. And he also tried to steal our tips one time.
So,
Second homeless guy was a little bit less intimidating. He was shorter, and he would constantly ask for smoothies. I felt bad because it's like 90 degrees out.
like, yeah, you know what? You can have a smoothie.
And then he started coming in every single day. He would literally come in and go,
"Hey bestie, where my smoothie at?"
you talking to me like that? Actually, I had to be like, yeah, we're done here. The thing was about this man, he had a super wealthy family and he chose to be homeless. He would walk around the entire plaza
And you would have bags of food.
and the third homeless man I actually dealt with here, passed out in the bathroom for a couple hours. But
That's a story for another time.
so a couple of like random things that happened at I literally worked an 8.5-hour shift in the time of my life. Closing shift with my favorite coworker, making TikToks, having fun. Not that I would, do that on the clock. I get home, I'm eating my food. Walk in the door, mom's crying. She goes, oh, by the way, your grandpa died while you were at work. I'm sorry. Tell me while I was sitting there making TikToks, laughing.
My grandpa's literally dead.
That's a shift I won't forget. Because looking back, every single picture I took where I was having the time of my life.
I didn't know my grandpa was dead.
Another moment that I think about pretty frequently. I was working with this guy, wasn't that cute, but I still wanted to look good. I probably had like a small little crush on him. And we were closing one night together. We lock up the store, the alarm's going off.
We gotta go.
And we're outside, I'm locking up the store and I go, oh my god, my phone's inside. He goes,
Okay, we'll go run in and get it.
I'm running. You know what we just did because we were closing? We mopped. And I turn to go behind the counter and I eat it. I eat it. And when you think, oh, just a little slip, I busted my behind. There's nothing else to do besides to try and play it off. And I get up, I get my phone, I go back outside, and it's dead silence. And then he starts laughing, and he goes,
Did you just fall?
yeah, I just fell. And we both are just like laughing,
But I'm laughing out of embarrassment.
and he's laughing because he's laughing at me. I always say, at least I made him laugh. But this is literally what happened. This is literally how it was. Ledge. I turn, I start to slip, but I don't want to slip, so I try and stop myself, and I boom. Okay, one more subject, my balls. I love my managers. They had done a crap ton for me. However, there are some very, very big cons to my manager. He does make some little weird comments every now and then. When I was younger, 16, had my hair colored, comes up, mind you, our back, the back of the house, this small.
This small.
Meant for Bella Hadid. He comes back and he touches my hair, up my hair and goes, go. Go. You are so annoying. Mind you, 50-year-old man,
16-year-old girl.
in the back, alone, tight space, alone,
You changed your hair color.
picks up my braid. Second thing, my senior prom. I tell my boss, yeah, I gotta ask off for my senior prom. And he goes,
Did you have a date?
no.
Then why are you going? Why are you going to senior prom? Isn't that kind of a couples thing?
Jaw on the floor.
He literally told me I do not need to go to my senior prom because I do not have a date. Way to call me single. And also, he likes to have little duets together. So he would literally sing, we are never, ever, ever, take it from here. And would literally have me go in the most awkward way ever. Getting back together. Then one time, I was wearing pigtails again, and he goes, they look like Pippi Longstocking.
It makes you want to pull those pigtails.
I don't think he meant it that way. So, like, you gotta think about what you're saying here to a 19-year-old girl that you want to pull her pigtails. Because I'm sorry, there's no other way that I can take that besides sexual. I've been yapping for too long because I have more stories.
It's just a portion.
I have more stuff to talk about. I have coworkers that I work with, which is a touchy subject I'm not sure I want to get into because I work with felons, medians, yappers, psychopaths. Not even joking. I've worked with 40-year-old men. I've literally worked with,
So many different types of people.
I swear, every single new person we get,
Something crazier has happened.
but that's all for today. I think that's all I can talk about as I've already worked 9.5 hours today. I need to stop talking about it and stop thinking about it. Hope it was enjoyable.